Hello, hello, it's the Working Whiskey Woman, and Happy New Year, Happy 2021. It's been a long time since I made some videos. It's been a crazy end of year. My girls yelled Jumanji right at midnight on 2020 to hope that 2021 would get us out of the game, but looks like it's going to take a little while longer. Meanwhile, it's always nice while we're getting through all of the early year drama to enjoy some wonderful bourbon, because nothing brings everybody together. Both sides can all agree that a great bourbon is a good thing. So what I've got today is I actually have a little special treat. So Justin Adia, who is the master distiller, he had started a group called the Mayor Pingree Cask Club, and invited some of those folks that were in the area to basically try some stuff that he was releasing that was probably a little bit different than what he would release for regular distribution, regular sale. And so what he did is he decided to release a 6-year rye whiskey. Now, if you remember, we had done a 5-year rye a few videos back in the fall. And what he basically did is he took some of that and let it age a little while longer, and then made this really beautiful 6-year rye. So first of all, you can see the beautiful color on it. It's really, really gorgeous. And you can see a little bit, but not too much from there, that this one's just a little bit darker, but you know, it's pretty close for the 5-year. So it'll be interesting to see how this 6-year has kind of changed from what we had in the 5. So kind of taking a look at the color and taking a look at the legs. The legs are nice and syrupy, just really coming down. You can tell that there is there's a lot of still, you know, oils and solids coming from that grain. I think that it's similar, but I think this one, the 6-year, has a little bit more legs on it, if you will. So from a nosing standpoint, I'm getting a lot more chocolate in here. There's a lot more of a chocolate, a slight mint. There's a type of herb that has it's a type of basil, and I can't remember it now for the life of me. I think it may be red reuben, but I'm not sure. That has more like a chocolate flavor to it. It might even be a chocolate mint, but you can see it from there. Some of the change, and I could just nose this all day because the first one, the 5-year, seemed to have a lot more of the herbal and the floral on it. This one still has that floral, but is really pulling in more of those sweeter notes, a little bit more of the, I wouldn't say fruit, a lot more of the sweeter candy. So taste-wise, that chocolate kind of comes in, and it really just moves itself across your palate, and it's very much like it starts off almost like a little bit of milk chocolate, and then has that Venezuelan dark chocolate flavor that just kind of moves. Honestly, it reminds me. Also, I had a 60% cacao dark chocolate lint little truffle. And that's kind of what it tastes like. The first is like when you bite that more solid chocolate, and then it just spreads across your palate, just like that creamy dark chocolate kind of does. The hug at the end is just this really lovely little sitting by the fireplace with a warm blanket just right around you, drinking a cup of hot chocolate type of feel. It's not a lot of spicy. It's not a lot of smoky. It's just it brings in some of those elements, but it's not super sweet. It just tastes like, you know, really enjoying, you know, a really nice, you know, a little bit of bourbon hot chocolate sitting there just, you know, by the snow, just, you know, and the fireplace. I could see myself drinking this when we go out skiing. I'm definitely going to have a flask on this one going out when we go skiing later. It's really, really enjoyable. So I'm gonna put a little water with it and see what happens, because remember, it opens it up, and it really brings out that chocolate. And when I say chocolate, it's especially for more of like American, you know, maybe even Midwestern, It's more of that really dark, rich European chocolate. It's nothing like what we would normally have in terms of like a Hershey's bar, you know, or something like that. It's just those nice dark chocolate tones. And again, actually on that, I'm getting a little bit of that sea salt and a smidge of hazelnut. So definitely some hazelnut tones that are kind of coming in here. Now I'm getting a little bit more on the finish, a little bit more of that floral flavor. It really kind of makes me think, frankly, of evergreen, the scent of evergreen, where it's got that nice sweet element to it, a nice sweet fir tree element. So that's what I think of the Mayor Pingree 6 year. I think it's really fantastic. Justin, per usual, knocks it out of the park. And I look forward to see what else he's got to produce. So with that, cheers.